Well, good morning and welcome to Soul Train 2021 Kickoff. We are really excited to be doing this morning. There are a lot of different things going on this year that we've never done before. So I know we have a lot of brand new members on and we have a lot of our veteran members on. So for those, if this is your first time, I'm Lauren Weaver. I'm the Executive Director for GAPS. And we have our full staff with us today. You can see Camber and Robin on the screen. Glenn's behind the scenes going to be running our tech for us so that we can get all of you introduced to this new Soul Train kickoff. So what is Soul Train? For those of you who are our veterans, you are very familiar with Strikeout Parkinson's Day. We did it every spring for 8 years. The best parts of that event, according to all of our members, was the peer-to-peer fundraising, the socialization, and the celebration that we did every April. So we took and created a new event that incorporates all those same things. We still have the celebration. We're still going to have the peer-to-peer fundraising. We're still going to be able to walk and all the things that we loved, but it just has a fresh look. So there's some new language. We have caboose boosters, we have engineers, we have passenger cars. So we're fully in the train theme, but Soul Train because we want to make sure that you're out there walking. So again, we are excited to be sharing this with you virtually, but more excited to know that when we get to the end in June, we're going to be able to be together in person. So thanks for joining us once again on Zoom. I know we're all a little Zoom fatigued, but I'm glad that you're able to be with us this morning. And just a reminder, particularly if you're new to GAPS, we have 2 fundraisers every year. This one in the spring, and then we have one in the fall. We don't have a parent company. We don't have anyone else that supports the organization outside of here in Greenville and in the upstate. So these 2 fundraisers are our sole support in addition to any grants that we receive or individual donations. So these 2 events are critical to allow us to continue operations. In the past, the 2 fundraisers have been really the main income, and we've been able to expand that a little bit into grants and other donors. But it's important for our members to remember that we're not affiliated with any national organization. We're not part of Parkinson's Foundation or Michael J. Fox. That's not who we are. We are 100% local, founded locally, supported locally, and we serve locally. So we rely so much on the generosity of the community to help us to continue to serve. So with that, I'm going to kick it over to Robin and Glenn. They're going to walk through for you the how to sign up. What exactly, how does it work, what's it about, and make sure that you are familiar with how to make things work and how to participate. So with that, I am going to invite Robin. I did. Mm-hmm. I've asked her to. There you go, Robin. Sending
Perfect. Good morning, everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see you all on here today. Thank you for joining in. I know I've sent reminder texts, reminder emails, and reminder phone calls, and so thank you for showing up today. We are just so excited to begin, and I want to kind of walk you through how you get involved. So the first thing that you need to do is to create your passenger train car, and you're going to be its conductor. And y'all, we want you to do this today. I will be available after the call until noon, and then again on Monday and for the coming weeks as well. So I definitely am here to support you as you get going with our new Soul Train. We do really want you to share your excitement with your friends and family so they can also support GAPS if they wish to. So what we're going to do is go to our website. Everything on our website, you're gonna look at the top above those yellow tulips. I know I've talked with so many of you, you gotta look above the yellow tulips, and you're gonna click on events. And you're gonna see all the details of Soul Train. So you can click on any Soul Train graphic and it will take you to more information for this campaign and challenge. So again, back to your create a passenger car. Oh, we're going to click on that, more information about Soul Train. Great. And you're just going to scroll down a bit to phase 1, hitch a car, click on that Trek for Tokens, and you're going to create your passenger car. And one second here. Great. Create your passenger car. Okay, so this is how you're going to create your Soul Train passenger car. You're just going to enter your name, enter your email address, phone number, and then this is really one of the most important parts aside of your name, I suppose. You want to name your passenger car. Think of something super clever, catchy, something that is personal, that your friends and family will say, oh yeah, you know, I want to go over to Chuck's Chuggers, or, you know, Tom's train car, just something fun that relates to you. And enter that at that name your passenger car, and then you'll just click submit. And that's it. It's that simple. From there, you can ask your friends and family to donate to your passenger car. And if you don't want to create a passenger car, if that's something that you just would rather forego, you can also donate to someone else's passenger car. We will have a GAPS house car. So you can always find that as well. So to the Soul Train Challenge, again, we're going to go to the top of our website and click on events. And then you're just going to scroll down again to that Soul Train icon right there. Look for more details about Soul Train and scroll down. So there are 2 parts to this Soul Train challenge: walking and donating. And walking, you know, we want you to exercise. Everyone knows that exercise is critical to living a fulfilling and healthy life with Parkinson's. So this is just a great way to be competitive and stay healthy at the same time. So we want you to start moving and walk your souls off. What you're going to do is track the number of steps or miles that you walk or run or whatever exercise is your favorite, beginning today for the next 8 weeks. For every 10 miles that the combined members of your passenger car, this isn't just you alone, this is the combined effort of everyone in your passenger car, again, friends, family, coworkers, folks that you love from social media, anywhere, they will combine exercise to earn your passenger car a token. So for every 10 miles, that's going to be 1 token. And at our members celebration, we will recognize the passenger cars that have exercised the most, donate the most. We will have just great, a fabulous member celebration and really recognize our members for all you've done in the last 8 weeks. So how do you enter these miles? Glenn's going to demonstrate that. We're going to click here to enter your miles. And it's very simple. Now, if this is the only time, the first time that you've entered your miles, you just do from that start date, but you can come back and enter more miles as you go through the campaign. You can have someone else tally the miles, however you want to do it, but just be sure you enter these miles for your passenger car. And you're going to scroll down just a bit, enter your name, the amount of miles walked, and click submit. And that's it. Now you can have your friends and family let you know. So there's just one as the conductor, you can enter them. You can also have someone else enter them. It's very simple. So that is the Enter Your Trek for Tokens Mile Trekker Challenge. Now, donating. This is also so important, obviously, to keep GAPS growing and help us continue to support you. The Donate Now button, that red Donate Now button right there, yes. This is how you can use, how you can make a donation for Soul Train. You're just gonna click on that. It's always gonna be any part of our website. And right here in the drop down, you want to click Soul Train Car Donations. You select your amount and whether you want that to be recurring or one time, whatever your amount is, and click Submit. On this page, again, this is where you enter your passenger car name. So type it on in there. Again, if you want it to be just the GAPS house car, that's fine as well. But we do want to recognize members who have their own passenger car, and have everybody donate to your passenger car. So that's there. Right on the right is all your credit card payment information. And if you also prefer, you can, and your member or your family and friends can as well, donate with a check. And that's just simple. So you can either do it online banking, very secure, or donate with a check. And that is at the bottom of the page as well, the information there. So again, 2 parts to the Soul Train Challenge: walking, exercise, get moving, be healthy, and donating to keep GAPS growing and strong. All right, that's it. Go ahead, back up to
Robin
you.
and Glenn, for that. Now, if you are someone who has done our past events, then this all seems a little familiar to you. If this is something that you've never done before, you're like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of information. It really isn't as much as it feels like at the beginning. And of course, we're here to help you. The whole point of this is to be involved as a team. You know, you get your friends and family and you all work in together to walk together. It's an encouragement to all of the members. And it's always fun to have a little competition. So the goal here is to see which passenger car earns the most treks, earns the most tokens for their trek. So how many teams did the most walking? How many passenger cars can track up the most mileage? And there are also then awards for our top fundraising. So one of the questions that came in the chat was, do our family and friends sign up for our car? When you invite your family and friends to participate with you, there are 2 ways they participate. They don't need to go in and create a car. You already have a car. Once you have a car set up, you just let them know your name. And the way that they participate is either by walking and then tracking their mileage to your car, or they donate and they contribute to your car. They don't need to sign up for your car. There's no place for them to really do that. It's either they're either doing the miles or they're doing the donation. In phase 2, that Kimber's going to talk about participating in the celebration, there's a registration for that, but that's a separate. So when you have your car, you just invite people to either walk for you or donate to your car. Those are the 2 things. And we have a letter that we're going to share with you in a little bit that it kind of explains how that works. So I don't want you to feel overwhelmed by it. And if this is your first time, it really is just inviting people to participate with you and getting excited about walking. Not today. We're really glad today is not live in person because it's very wet outside. But after today, when the weather's good again, or you can walk loops around your house, because I know we have members who did that last year. But you can, however you're going to earn your miles, starting with maybe tomorrow. And then we're going to start the donations right away. So let's move to phase 2. So I'm going to send it over to Camber, and she's going to talk a little bit about the celebration, and how we can honor people and how the community is actually going to be involved with us as well. Camber?
Thanks, Lauren. Hey, everyone. It is so good to see all of your faces today. For those of you who I have not had the pleasure of meeting yet, I'm the development director for GAPS, and this event is really exciting to all of us. And I hope you guys are following and just as excited today. And by the end, I guarantee you will be. So first off, I just want to thank everyone before I jump to the part about learning how to honor somebody and getting our community involved. Thank you for continuing to give. For those of you who have been past GAP supporters, you know, obviously the past year was really hard for everyone. I know it was tough for every single one of us, and it was so encouraging to us as an organization. And I know our board would agree that people were still giving, and we are able to continue to do what we do, as Lauren mentioned and Robin mentioned, because of your support. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Next up, learning how to honor somebody. So at the event on June 19th, which we are gearing up for today, the next 2 months, you're going to be trekking, you're going to be walking, you're going to be fundraising, and we are going to be celebrating you on June 19th. At the actual event, we are going to have a place where you can actually honor members of your life, your family or friends who have lived with Parkinson's disease, are living with Parkinson's disease. It can be a caregiver, it can be a family member or supporter, and you can give a donation for a minimum of $100, and there will be a passenger car just for these honorees. And so you can do that by, again, donating. So Glenn is showing you right now on the screen. And same thing that Robin had mentioned earlier, you can just go through that same exact process, except you're going to select honor someone on a passenger car. You can put the amount, and then it's really important that when you submit, we want you to enter the name of your honoree. I will make sure to follow up with you to make sure that we're representing that name correctly, but make sure that the spelling is right, and we will check with you, but then you can fill out all your information and then send that along. So we will make sure that that is a really special recognition, and that's just one other way that you can support somebody while also supporting GAPS. The next way that we're getting our community involved and also recognizing people is through Caboose Boosters. And this is one thing that, of course, as the development director, I've got to tell you the goal. I'm excited about the goal this year. We are shooting for $68,000, and because of the wonderful support from our community, we already have 9,000 in Caboose Booster sponsorship. So I know that everyone's muted, but I'm going to give a little round of applause because these community partners have stepped up to the plate, or stepped up to the track, I should say, for Soul Train. And I just want to recognize those folks right now. We have Acadia, Lucy Life, Upstate Clinic of Chiropractic, Stretch Zone, Pathway Hospice, Hands Through Us, Stan and Roz Smith, and the Greenville Symphony, and Dedicated Therapy, some of which are actually here today. So thank you again for supporting. And you know what that means? It means that we are that much closer to our goal. And so between today and June 19th, we're looking to raise $59,000. I know we can do it. Our team knows that we can do it. And this is just a huge thanks to all of the Caboose Boosters. So I want to make sure that everyone knows that the community is behind this event as well. And I also want to take a moment to recognize our annual partners, few who are also on the call today. We have Investinet at our gold level sponsor. We have Bon Secours St. Francis, Accorda Therapeutics, Amneal Pharmaceuticals. We have Harmony at Five Forks, USN and All About Seniors, the Palmettos, and that's just to name a few of those annual partners that we have. And a few of our program sponsors are also here today, but we couldn't do anything that we do at GAPS without that support. So we are so excited to start building the GAPS train with all of you that are here today. You can actually check the thermometer as the next 2 months progresses. So Glenn is showing us here, you can actually see the Soul Train standings. So if you've been a past supporter of this event, you know, or the spring fundraiser event, you know that it's important to check your standings. You want to see where your team is at all times. And so right now, we don't have any money raised yet for the Soul Train, but GAPS house car, I don't know, it's been pretty successful in the past. I know I see some rock steady people who have been very competitive, but I don't know, we got to see some names on the board, and I would love to see some names in Soul Train cars today. I don't know about you guys, but you can check that. If you have any questions about any of the donation piece, I'm here to help you. Robin's here to help. The whole team is here. And again, just thank you for your support. Thank you for being here today, because you all showed up for a reason, and we are just extremely grateful. So that's all I have for you, Lauren. I'm going to pass it over to you.
Great. Thanks, Camber. All right, so we talked about phase one, we talked about fundraising, we talked about walking, and grateful to all of our community support. So how does this all end? That is phase two. It is the celebration. The celebration day is a time for all of us to get together, and yay, we're so excited we actually get together in person, live. It is outside. It will be safe. We will be masked. We'll do all the things to follow the protocols. It's at Conisty Park on June 19th from 10 to 12. This is really a picnic day. It is a chance for you to, from some of you who have joined GAPS within the last year, you've never really met anyone in person. So you're all Zoom friends. But this is a chance for you to actually get to meet people in person. We are going to have a lunch provided to us by Acadia. We are going to have, of course, the awards for the top team for fundraising, or excuse me, top passenger car for fundraising and the top passenger car for the number of miles walked. So we have trophies and awards that we get to celebrate each other, but really it's a time to be outside. Hopefully it's going to be a beautiful day. Historically, we've had great success with the luck with the weather, to be able to just be together and hopefully kick off even more live and in-person programs as we get into the second half of the year. So what we need you to do, and this just has to be before, we need to be able to have a count. Again, back to COVID things, we need to have count. Everybody has to have a count. We need to know how many people are coming. This is where you can register for the member celebration. So if you go back to, if you're on the homepage and you just want to register for the event on the 19th, from the homepage, you go to events. From events, just scroll down and you see that phase, look for more details, and you go to phase two, the celebration, and register for the member celebration here. So just click on that, and it's like the other forms you've filled out when you register for any of the GAPS events that you're able to, register. When you click register, it'll take you to that same sheet where you just put in your name, excuse me, and the people who are attending. So that way we can have a count. There'll be lots of communication between now and then, reminding you to register for that. But because it's outside, we don't have to worry quite so much about the number. We're not going to be indoors where there's a small count. So we really hope that everybody can come. We want to see as many faces as possible. It's just hopefully a chance for us to reconnect. So if you look in the chat, there's links to how to create a car. There's a link to how to make sure you know how to get your passenger car started and how to get to the Trek for tokens, and if you have other questions. So I think that we have covered all of the things that we needed to cover today, trying to keep you in our, we told you it'd be 30 minutes. I think we're pretty much right on track with our 30 minutes. So as we come back to full screen, thank you for taking the time to be here today. It's so hard to get excited, to build enthusiasm through a screen. But we are really excited about this event. We think that it's doing the things that our past events we've always loved. Getting people together, getting everybody moving, making sure that we're working together as a community to keep GAPS going. And so all the things we've done before, that we told you we had a letter for you that you can send. So that's going to be, we'll show you where to get to that. It'll be in an email. It's a form letter that you can use. You can mail it out. You can email it out to all of your friends. If you go on the Trek for tokens, or excuse me, on the Create Your Car, if you look at the very bottom, Glenn's circling it right now, download your letter. This is what it looks like. So you can print it, you can email it, send it to anybody that you would like to invite to participate with you to help your team be the winner. So with that, I would like the whole team, I'm gonna invite whoops, you switched your screen on me. Invite my team members, I'm gonna unmute them, invite them to be unmuted. So we can all say goodbye, happy Saturday. Please get on right now. You're already on your computer. Don't go away. Go on there and set up your team. Come up with a fun name. We've had some great names in the past to make sure that your team knows who you are and that everybody knows which to join. So with that, I'd like to say, woohoo! Let's go, GAPS Soul Train. And we are ready to roll. All right, everybody.
Everyone.
Thanks so
Bye.
much.
We'll see you soon. Give me a call.